Well, JMU, you can kind of half exhale because it was tight. You were actually losing in the second half, and you pull out the win. You win 24-20 at home against Washington State. But I say you can only half exhale because to really make a statement to the committee and try and get that group of 5 spot, you really needed to wow here. And unfortunately, though I do think this is a result that you should be proud of and should be celebrated, considering what Washington State has done to hang around other tough teams. A win is a win is a win. In the committee's eyes, I don't think this is going to do anything to help you improve your stock. It's a very even game. You look at the total yardage. Washington State, 301 yards. JMU, 319 yards. Penalties, 6 for Washington State for 45 yards, 5 for JMU for 54 yards. Turnovers, you both have 1. You both threw 1 interception. Washington State does have 34 minutes of possession to JMU's 25. But really an evenly matched game. It shows in the stats. It showed when you watched the game, and it shows in the final score. But y'all's thoughts on this game?
Yeah, it wasn't the style points we wanted from the Dukes.
Sadly.
I doubt that they would make this kind of case, but your only hope is, do you put this result into looking a lot like the School Up North and the Virginia result and say that they are comparable on a level, because that's 2 potential playoff teams, at least playoff favorites at this point. I think that's your only hope going forward. The only other hope is Navy, I think, has to win the American, and you hope that they had you over Navy and your whatever was outside the 25 for their rankings.
Yeah.
I think those are the only 2 options left for JMU to make the playoff, which sucks. That being said, history was made on Saturday. It's the largest program to have ever played at James Madison, which being, Washington State essentially kind of a Power 5 school. JMU, of course, is very early, though, in their FBS days, so it's not like
But this is year 4?
Year 4 or 5.
It's 2 with Kurt, and then this is year 2 without Kurt.
Yes. JMU offensively, not even off totally, lightning in a bottle win for them. Pick 6, a 68-yard touchdown on a fake quarterback run, which was an incredible play, and a great ball from Alonzo Barnett. And then Wayne Knight on the 58-yard game winner. Other than that, they could not get anything going against this Washington State defense, who's been really good, top 30 in both categories all year, and they showed that again on Saturday. You got the expected offensive output from Wazoo, 170 through the air, 130 on the ground. For me, it was just the way that they shortened the game that was really impressive. By shorten the game, I mean they kept themselves on the field. It was a 35-minute time of possession. Not 35 minutes, but it was 35 to 25 was the edge. Only 10-minute edge. But Wazoo attempted 18 third or fourth downs throughout the game. That is putting the defense in critical spots so many times throughout the game. And while your offense couldn't provide, it's what kept you in the game and what had you in control of the game. If you take away a pick 6, you win this game 20-17, and so maybe Wazoo has some stuff to look to going forward. They'll have to play their rematch against Oregon State next week, where they lost the first one earlier this year, the second game of the 2. But yeah, JMU didn't get what we wanted.
Yeah.
And our only hope, I think, for me right now is Navy has to win the American, and of course we still have to win the Fun Belt. Because I don't think you're going to get in over North Texas or Tulane.
No, because, even talking about this result, and I know it's just one result. There's so many other things that go into it. North Texas killed this Washington State team, so that doesn't necessarily help your case at all.
Not at all.
It was the big plays, though, in this game, because even Washington State had the 44-yard touchdown pass. So it was just kind of great defense and then offensive explosives sprinkled in.
I'm going to be honest. Wait, hold up. Let me go to does Navy get in over?
There's a legit chance because at this point it's pretty clear to me.
Because then, sorry, Navy would then have a win over either Tulane or North Texas. That's a good win.
I understand that. For a lot of the past couple weeks, the AP poll has kind of mirrored a lot of what the cultural playoff has felt, and JMU is the highest of them in the AP poll, and it won't be with the CFP. But I would like to think that JMU was 2 spots behind Tulane, is sitting at 26. Navy is not even ranked in the AP poll; they're 27 technically in terms of votes this week, and so I'd hope that there was enough separation that even if Navy were to win their final game and then go and win the American over North Texas or Tulane, that it wouldn't be enough to get over JMU. But I don't think that's a terrible argument. I think that's still on the table as well.
Yeah. That'd be fascinating to see, especially with the Army game being that's so
it holds
interesting.
No impact because we've already decided the playoff.
Yeah, that's so interesting because
Navy could be in the playoff, get blown out by Army, and still play in the playoff.
Yeah,
I
think if
it's something I touched on last year because we almost had Navy and Army in the American.
Not on the show. Imagine we had a show last year.
Do we think that it being a service academy and the style of football they play would hurt them? Like, do you think the committee would like?
I'd hope not.
Well, yeah, you hope not, obviously, but like being realistic here, do we think the committee would potentially be like, yeah, we're good. We actually, despite shunning JMU this whole time, JMU's now the ranked team.
It feels un-American.
Yeah.
And look, I think not that Georgia Tech runs the same style offense, but they give it to their quarterback is their
engine.
Blake Horvath of Navy is their engine. He leads the team in rushing. He leads the team through the air, of course. It's a different style of offense. I hope you wouldn't make that argument for television product. That being said, it would be very interesting if whoever the 5 team was, if it was just like if kind of bad matchup, Navy could give you some trouble.
Yeah,
with the way that they play offense.
They would be playing the 5 seed.
I can tell you, not that the video
like
game
Navy versus Ole Miss or something.
That could be interesting. Could be if Navy shortens the game a ton with their ability to run the football, and Ole Miss just has no stoppage of it because none of these teams have practiced against the option ever. We haven't seen the option in a really, really long time.
Sure.
At a prominent rate, and for the most part, the ones that were prominent, it was out of the shotgun where you're just reading an end.
Yeah.
And that has the only way you stop that is you bring a Sam or a Will over, and that's 2-on-2. Very different when you have to work up against the wishbone.
I will say that whenever we've seen the option offense go up against a P4 team like Notre Dame, Navy this year, Army last year, did not go well.
Not at all.
So
Georgia State gave Bama trouble that one year. Dropped like 30-something on them. Now they lost because they gave up 50, but they moved the ball well.
That's a good argument right there.
They moved the ball well.
But yeah, a tough. I mean, I tuned into this game probably like half through the second quarter. I think maybe started the third quarter. It's like, this is just not what we need from JMU.
Not at all.
Because I don't think the argument of, well, this is what Washington State did to Ole Miss. That's a playoff team. JMU's a playoff team. I think that you really need to blow Washington State out here.
Agreed.
Yes.
It is now just terrifyingly not in your hands.
It's beyond dire. The last thing I will say, shout out Joshua Whitehead for the Pat McAfee reference in the chat. But Jamie, can we schedule a little tougher? Like, we got to get a little more out of conference juice. Honestly, your best case is you need to figure out a way to get an American team on the schedule and go beat them for like future seasons down the line.
For who?
For JMU.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty clear that the committee is not going to respect the Sun Belt. And so you're probably going to play a Power 5 team or Power 4 team, every season. But we may need a little more on the schedule non-conference wise than just that.
Yeah, because no offense to JMU, but like if you kind of expect you're going to lose that game, even if it's close, like they lost close to Louisville, an 11-1 team who's 7-0 in the do they play 8-0 in the Sun Belt? Mm-hmm. That's just not going to an 11-1 team who's 8-0 in the Sun Belt's not going to cut it. So I do agree that they need to. Who were their other out of conference games? Washington State,
Louisville, Weber State.
That was their
FCS
ACC
school.
The FCS school. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is Liberty
Liberty's in.
Liberty's a Conference USA. school.
Conference USA.
Yeah, so
that
that's
was their
out as
other-
well. And it hurts Liberty ended up not being good.
Yeah,
That does hurt.
yeah.
But not like the committee's going to respect Conference USA either.
Big game next year. JMU at Virginia Tech.
That's cool.
Wow.
If
James
Alonzo Barnett III returns and their head coach is able to return,
Yeah.
then that's a
Able
very
to return?
if he doesn't go take another job is
Okay.
what I'm saying because he's a big name for a lot
I
of
mean, hopefully he's
places.
able to return. But I mean, if he like gets caught betting or something like that, he
It's
may
also
not be able
possible.
to. So
True.
please don't do that, Bob Chesney.